In the heart of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight barely touches the ground and every shadow seems alive, lies a secret that has haunted explorers, mystics, and scientists for over a century. It is a tale whispered through the trees, buried beneath layers of mud, time, and silence. They called it the City of Z. Not a myth, not a fantasy, but perhaps the remnants of a lost civilization that once thrived in the green abyss. A civilization that, if real, could rewrite history as we know it. Our story begins in 1925, when a man named Percy Fawcett vanished into the Amazon jungle. Fawcett wasn't just any explorer. He was a seasoned British soldier, a cartographer for the Royal Geographical Society, and a man known for surviving where others perished. But he wasn't chasing gold or glory or fame. He was chasing something much more dangerous. He believed that deep within the jungle lay a city, an advanced, forgotten metropolis built long before the Spanish ever set foot in South America. He called it Z. His obsession began years earlier, in 1920, when he came across an old Portuguese manuscript known as Manuscript 512, written by a Bandeirante explorer in the 1700s. The document described in vivid detail a ruined city hidden in the Brazilian wilderness, tall stone arches, wide roads, a temple with inscriptions unlike anything in the known world. It sounded impossible. No known civilization had built anything like it in the Amazon. The region, scientists insisted, was too hostile, too poor in nutrients, too wet. No great city could survive there. The jungle swallowed everything. But Fawcett disagreed. He believed the forest hid not just one city, but an entire network of ancient civilizations, linked by roads and rivers, communicating across distances now lost in time. He dismissed the prevailing notion that the Amazon had always been a virgin wilderness, untouched and untamed. He believed that what we see now, thick, wild, and impenetrable, was a mask, hiding what once was. And so, with his son Jack and Jack's best friend Raleigh, he journeyed into the jungle to find Z. They were never seen again. No final message, no signal, no bodies, nothing. They vanished without a trace. Over the next decades, dozens of rescue missions tried to retrace his path. Some never returned. Others came back with tales of isolated tribes who spoke of a white-bearded man who passed through, speaking strange words and searching for a city made of stone. But the jungle keeps its secrets well. The mystery of Z didn't die with Fawcett. It only grew, because over time, strange clues began to emerge. Clues that suggest Fawcett may have been right all along.
In the 21st century, satellite imagery and drone technology began to reveal patterns. Geometric shapes carved into the earth, perfectly aligned ditches, and massive land alterations in regions once believed to be untouched. Archaeologists uncovered vast earthworks, circles, squares, and causeways stretching for miles beneath the forest canopy. They weren't natural. Someone had built them, and they were ancient. In a region of Brazil known as Acre, hundreds of these geoglyphs were uncovered. Some were over 1,000 years old. Scientists began to rethink everything they knew. The Amazon wasn't a barrier to civilization, it was a cradle of it. But how did such a society survive? The soil in the Amazon is famously poor, incapable of sustaining agriculture for long. That's when another mystery surfaced, Terra Preta. Literally, dark earth. This mysterious black soil was found scattered across the Amazon in areas far from each other. Rich in nutrients, it could support farming indefinitely. And it wasn't natural. It had been made. Ancient Amazonians, it turns out, had engineered soil to make the forest bloom with life. This wasn't the work of a primitive tribe. It was the sign of advanced knowledge, of chemistry, agriculture, and long-term planning. A society capable of altering the land itself. But who were they? Legends among local tribes speak of ancestral cities in the jungle, now swallowed by vines and time. Some speak of tall people, covered in gold, who disappeared into the forest one day and never returned. Spanish conquistadors like Francisco de Orellana, who journeyed through the Amazon in 1542, wrote of massive cities along the riverbanks, so grand they rivaled those of Europe. But when others followed in his footsteps, those cities were gone. Historians dismissed Aureliana's accounts as delusions brought on by hunger or fever. Yet what if they weren't? What if the cities were real, and the people who built them vanished, not because they were a myth, but because the diseases brought by Europeans decimated their populations before anyone could document them? The jungle grew back over their homes, erasing their roads, temples, and language, and all that remained were whispers and the obsessive dreams of men like Fawcett. Modern researchers now believe that the Amazon may once have been home to up to 10 million people, living in sophisticated societies, organized in urban clusters, managing the forest like a garden. Not the chaotic jungle we see today, but a carefully curated biome, a living city stretching across continents. But if this is true, why is the city of Z still missing? Why has no one found towering stone temples, golden statues, or vast roadways leading to a central metropolis? Maybe because we've been looking for the wrong thing.
Fawcett imagined Z like the cities of Greece or Rome, built of stone and bronze. But the builders of the Amazon may have used earth and wood, materials claimed swiftly by the jungle. Their architecture was not meant to defy nature, but to live within it. Their grandeur was not in scale, but in harmony. So when we go searching with the eyes of a European archaeologist, we miss what was right in front of us. Entire cities, perfectly planned, simply hidden by trees and time. Yet not all is lost. In 2018, archaeologists using Lidar, a laser technology that sees beneath vegetation, discovered dozens of lost settlements in the Upper Xingu region. Roads connecting towns, causeways leading to ceremonial mounds, evidence of a massive, coordinated society stretching farther than anyone imagined. And while none of these sites can be definitively called Z, they match Fawcett's vision, a thriving world lost beneath green waves. Still, questions remain. Was there a central city, a true capital of this forgotten empire? Did Fawcett come close to it? Did he die in vain? Or did he walk through those ruins only to disappear into a forest that never gives back what it takes? Even today, there are remote tribes who avoid contact with the outside world, preserving languages and beliefs unlike anything known. Could they be descendants of Z, living ghosts of a vanished world, or merely survivors of another story, intertwined with the dreams of explorers who dared too much? The Amazon is vast. Its secrets are older than our maps, deeper than our records, and in its silence, it holds the answers to riddles we may never fully grasp. But one thing is certain: Percy Fawcett was not a fool. He saw something the rest of the world wasn't ready to believe, and now, almost a century later, science is catching up with his imagination. The city of Z may have vanished, but its shadow stretches long, through the myths of the tribes, through the letters of explorers, through the scars on the forest floor, a hidden memory waiting to be uncovered. And perhaps, just perhaps, even now, beneath the roots and rivers of the Amazon, the heart of Z still beats, waiting for the next soul brave enough to find it.